Cameron Andreas from Wave Pop Records. We are here with David from Bitter Creek Ale House. What's up, David?
Nah. Hanging out.
We're here doing dinner in the show. We thought we would have a few questions for David here, kind of about the restaurant and kind of the process that they go to and go through to, bring us, great beer, great wine, and great food to Boise, Idaho. So how long have you guys been a company here?
We're gonna Bitter Creek Ale House will have been open for 20 years. This coming February.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that big of a stretch. 20
Yeah,
years.
it's a long time. I think we'll have some sort of massive party
You should.
on 8th Street. Yeah, that's the goal.
Same location? Has it always been here?
Yep. Yeah, and then Red Feather Lounge, our little sister.
Yeah.
Although all the Red Feathers would probably get upset if they heard me say that. But
Yeah.
they've been open for, I want to say, 16 years.
16 years, wow.
Bitter Creek Ale House was open for a while, and obviously our focus is beer.
Mhm.
And then, at that time, the owners were starting to go through a cocktail phase, and so
Yeah.
they opened a cocktail lounge. Yeah.
Crazy.
And it's good pairing, beers and
Yeah,
cocktails.
totally. What are some of your select items, maybe in beer and also food? What are your, your fan favorites?
Obviously, food-wise, poutine is a fan favorite. It's not the sort of thing you can eat every day, but it's super tasty, salty, beer-friendly snack. I think our burgers get a fair amount of recognition.
Yeah.
We go through great lengths to make sure they're highest quality you can get. We grind all of our meat in house. We do special blends to make sure that the fat content's in there because we do all grass-fed. So a lot of times with grass-fed beef, it can be a little bit drier. So
Yeah.
To kind of control that, we'll
Totally.
work with people we really trust and blend in fat, and so it's likely that when you get a burger here, it's from a single cow.
For real, yeah.
Stuff like that. We
Totally.
do. Yeah.
And if you're wondering what that sound is, there is a system. We are in a worm room, if you will. David, would you like to kind of brush us up with the worms?
Yeah, I mean, it's about 6-7 years ago, we just started feeling as a restaurant, we noticed that we produced a ton of waste, food waste in particular, and we thought a way to combat that would be to start composting some of our own waste. It has a lot of benefits for us. It eliminates the amount of waste we send to the landfill. It also prevents that waste from fermenting in a way that produces extra greenhouse gases. There's a surprising amount of greenhouse gas that comes from landfills.
Mm-hmm.
Instead the worms eat it and process it in a different way, turn it in, they keep all that carbon in a way that's then accessible to plants.
Totally.
And because of our relationship with local farmers, it kind of strengthens that loop a little bit because, then we're at the market with our, the farmers where we source our food, selling that compost, back to the public, and people are putting that stuff back in the earth, and we're keeping it soil instead of dirt.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
we dig it.
This is the first time I've ever been in a worm den underneath a restaurant. I think that is the coolest thing ever. So yeah, there's kind of a I don't know, kind of a farm feel down here. You kind of smell it, little dirt,
Some earth and
some
some
earth,
humidity in
some
the air, yeah.
broken up shredded cardboard for the worms themselves. It's pretty cool. It's kind of a different situation, I guess you would say. That's
Totally.
awesome. Let's see, where you guys get beer from all around the nation. Do you guys get beer from other countries?
Oh yeah, a lot. I mean, so one of the concepts that we apply across all of our operations and programs is this sense of place. So
Yeah.
we in particular want to be representative of what about Boise is unique. So that in beer that means that we don't feature exclusively local beer, but we do make sure that we buy the beer that's produced locally that we think is the best, the beer that's
Yeah.
produced locally that is current, trending, and so if there is someone from out of town who comes to visit, they can go away thinking, oh yeah, there's a vibrant happening beer scene in Boise. Now
Yeah.
that same concept of place, it's about, beer from other places too. Culture is a lot of times defined by the food people eat, the God that they pray to,
Exactly.
the alcohol that they drink, and precedent for that is pretty well established with wine designations and cheese designations in Europe. So we like to not only feature local beer, but beer that is the beer that people drink in the place where it came from. So a good example of that on tap right now, we have Leipziger Goes, which is a beer they've been making in Leipzig, Germany for like 500 years.
Wow.
Same with, we've got on the Jurgi Doppelsticky from Dusseldorf
Doppelsticky.
right now.
Wow.
Yeah. So, you know.
Might have to have that.
Yeah. And then we have a bunch of regional beer too, just 'cause
Cool.
it's like, if it's good, it's good,
Yeah.
you know.
What's your furthest reach? Like the furthest, the beer that comes from the furthest land. Do you have one that's like just out from the middle of nowhere?
We've got like a beer champagne from Brazil right now
Oh, wow.
on the bottle menu, but on average, I'd say, mostly European stuff, like a lot of Belgian beers making their way on tap, a lot of German beers, even some Austrian sometimes.
Awesome.
So that's, I think, the furthest way typically.
Totally, yeah. And those are like OG beers,
If you're on your bike, you might say Garden City though.
Yeah.
Lots of Garden City beer on tap
Yeah,
too.
nice. Oh yeah. Sweet. Well, David, I appreciate you talking to us for a little bit, and we're excited to eat the food, drink
Thanks.
the beer.
Appreciate
So,
it.
thank
Thanks
you.
for picking us.
Oh yeah.
I can feel her coming up. I'm alive. I can feel her coming up. I can feel her coming up.
Well, we are here for the first episode of Dinner and the Show. I'm here with Denver's own The Raven and the Writing Desk. Hello, fellas and lady. It's good to see you guys. See that you guys made it safe from Utah, right?
It's not an easy task.
No. It's a very threatening environment for long hair.
Of course, yeah.
That's very true.
For the long hair
Especially,
Scots.
especially with pinkish sunglasses.
Oh yeah, that could be a problem.
They assume things of you. Thank you.
So yeah, you guys excited for the show tonight?
Very much so.
We're so
Playing at
excited.
Neurolux.
Yeah, it'll be our first time playing the Neurolux. But obviously we've gotten to spend some time there at Treefort.
Yeah.
So very much looking forward to that.
It is the epicenter there
Right?
at Treefort.
It all started with your basement, man.
Yeah.
That's
That
true.
was,
That was the first Boise show was in your basement.
2 summers ago.
Yeah.
When the heat wave hit.
Yes.
Yeah,
The
and,
heat
the,
wave.
and the AC went out in the van because
Yeah.
we hit something.
Yeah.
A couple of pants came off.
Yeah,
You guys
we're
snuck-
pantsless.
Yeah, you guys snuck into the community pool that night.
That is also true.
The one down the street from your
Yeah.
house.
I'll drink to that.
Ironically, with pants on.
That just seems really ineffective.
Yeah.
Just so you get the cooling process
Nothing
afterwards.
cools you down like wet denim.
Yeah. Is that the next album title?
That sounds like
Venom?
Sounds like a cool tattoo.
Wet denim undershorts. Yeah.
How long have you guys
Ice cubes.
been out on tour so far?
This time?
Yeah.
Well,
Started?
yeah, we just started. We played last night, but we were out last week playing Camp Days in Missoula and showing Bozeman. It was supposed to be strung together into one tour, but we decided to do it separately for a bunch of different reasons.
Yeah. I can understand that.
Yeah.
So where are you guys going after this?
Heading back to Utah for many more shows in Utah. We're playing down in Orem, which I suspect is a dry county, and then we're playing at Urban Lounge and heading up to Ogden to do the Blonde Redhead show, which is kind of what this whole tour is about. Yeah,
Nice. That should be freaking awesome.
So this is the farthest west you're coming is Boise.
yeah,
On
yeah.
this trip.
On this trip, right?
So what are your guys' I would say maybe like some of your favorite bands to play with, like over around the country?
Favorite bands to play with?
I was gonna ask your guys' influences, but that's fucking lame.
I would say after our last encounter with Clark and the Himselfs, he's definitely become a personal favorite of ours. Yeah,
Absolutely.
we spent a long evening with him jamming out to some Michael Jackson, and I think we created a little bit of a bond that
Yeah.
surpasses many other bands.
A bond glued together with red wine. We were talking about how I feel like this year already we've played with like 90 bands.
Yeah.
And without keeping a journal, it's like hard to keep them in your mind.
Yeah.
In Olympia, we played with this really crazy, awesome dude named Willis Earl Beal.
That's a pretty dope name.
Yeah. He actually goes by Nobody. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, I've actually heard of this guy.
There's two nobodies.
Yeah. Both from Olympia? No, he's not from Olympia. Willis is a traveler. But we came across a copy of his vinyl record in Missoula.
Yeah.
And I was like holding it in this guy's apartment. I was like, holy shit. Like, I met this guy at a record store. And he was fucking crazy and awesome. And yeah, so he was one of the notable guys from our last tour.
Let's get some basic shit out of the way. How long have you guys been together?
This group, Jules and I have been playing music together for like 12 years. Kramer joined up with us about 2 years ago, and Scott about a year and a half ago. So this band, as we know, it's a year and a half old.
But the Raven has been a band in many different forms for 5 years, or a little more than 5 years. But it's been so many different bands. We've had 11 members and a rotating cast of people, and it's been so many different things, though it was never Americana. But
It was like post-Americana.
With this group of people, and in this past year, it's become something totally different. So much to the point where we wanted to change the name, but we felt like we had made a lot of contacts and we'd already
done so much touring.
Yeah, so it would kind of be difficult to start over.
Well, and I saw you
Still
guys.
an overall feel, too, as well.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's still Julia's voice, Julia's songs, and just a different group of people interpreting them.
Well, I saw you guys do the Jason Webley house show.
Yeah,
That was pretty amazing.
so fun.
That was great. You guys' new stuff sounds really good. You know, whatever you guys are doing to reposition with the new members and new sound, it's working.
What I've noticed
really
that you guys
enjoyed
are doing a lot with the newer sound is that in the absence of, the violin and the marimba, you guys are doing a lot more vocal composition together. And that's amazing. You guys sound phenomenal singing together.
Yeah.
Say that
Especially
again.
you two. You two are
Yeah.
two birds with the voice. I love it. Two birds of a vocal cord, I guess.
The birds.
The birds.
It's a good point. I do feel like, from what I know of the old material, it seemed like there was a decent amount more instrumental composition, and with the new material, it's largely vocal driven. Lends itself a little bit more to the pop side of what we call dark pop, which is what we go for.
Well, and Scott, you're doing a lot more atmospheric stuff now than you used to.
I think a lot of us. I think the absence of Neil and Adrian left this void for us to kind of fill in a lot more atmosphere underneath and a lot more ambient kind of noise and stuff like that, which just the music that we listen to, you know.
Do you guys like listening to your own music?
Oh no.
You don't? Do you
like
get mortified?
Does anybody like listening to their own music? Do you like listening to your own
Some of
music?
it, yeah.
That's the goal, right?
That's good.
I think so.
I mean,
Some
that's
of it
the
I really
goal,
enjoy.
but I think we're still trying to find the best way with recording. We've done all different types and all different approaches, and
We haven't made a record
But
that
we're
we're
still
happy with yet.
as the four of us, we're
that's true.
completely inexperienced with how we work, in a recording.
You've only done that demo that you handmade, right?
Yeah.
That the four of you have recorded together?
Yeah.
Four-song EP.
We
Yeah.
we did another song on our own that is available only on the internet.
Yeah, it's a
not in a
bit.
tangible
You need to
form.
know somebody. In
Very exclusive.
It's a bonus track.
you need to know somebody that knows somebody in the band, and they also have food.
We have a music video for that song coming out soon.
Sweet. Well, speaking of food, we should probably order, huh?
We should.
Be all right.
Back there, never going back there, never going, going.
So we got our delicious food here, but just a few more questions. How's your guys' new material going?
Well, I guess we think it's going great. we really enjoy.
Listen to it.
It depends on how the recording of it turns out.
It's funny, like we recorded the EP and we tracked that live, and I think that worked out well.
Yeah.
But there's already new material. There's a bunch of new songs that we've been working on, and we're just enjoying exploring as much new sound as possible.
The EP has been doing really well. I mean, I think the biggest thing for us is trying to divert attention away from that old sound. Like, we're trying to rewrite what we're doing, and that's really hard because everybody has preconceived notions about what we sound like. Even in Denver, and people who have never heard us are like, oh, I know what that band does.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to rewrite that part and tell people that we're doing something new. And I think that when people do listen to it, they're like, whoa, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And especially the song Running, which is our single right now,
Yep.
I think it's been doing really well.
Awesome. Totally. Are you guys looking to hit the studio anytime within the next year, or are you just guys going to tour off the EP for now?
We'll definitely be touring off of this EP, but I think as soon as we get home, we're gonna start recording the new material. We have a bunch of new material, and we're figuring out what we want to do with that. But I think taking our time is the main thing, and doing as much of it as our own is the other thing.
Yeah, we've got some friends in Denver that have just opened a new studio, so we're excited to be working with friends who can afford to take the time with us, versus paying somebody at a studio that we don't know and we're on the clock. We've got some close friends who I think will be a little bit more lenient and help us shape our vision.
I feel like that was one of the things with deciding to release this EP. We had plenty of material to do a full length, but we wanted to potentially have 2 releases in a year and, I don't know, have a chance to just like kind of cultivate what could happen with some of those songs a little bit more.
Oh yeah, well, I'm definitely enjoying the new stuff. Can't wait to see it tonight as well. What did you guys order?
Fish and chips. Fish and chips.
Fish and chips. What about you, Dustin?
I got a motherfucking salmon salad.
A motherfucking salad, a salmon salad.
Sal.
Awesome. What'd you guys get?
I got a spicy Thai chicken wrap with some of the largest asparagus spears I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Those are huge.
One bite. Let's do it.
You did it.
If you've seen our live show, he's used to sticking full drumsticks down his throat.
Musician, magician, same thing.
I myself got the duck carnitas.
Oh, damn.
We should probably mention that we're here at the Bitter Creek Ale House.
Yes, we
right?
would like to thank Bitter Creek Ale House for letting us do this today.
Oh, what's that fancy thing you got delivered to you?
Yeah, I got a Martinez.
Very nice.
If you guys are ever in Boise, you guys should check out Bitter Creek Ale House. Delicious food, great drinks, all around. Good time. So, right now we're gonna end with your guys' best and worst stories of tour.
Well, we should probably start with the worst because let's
Work
be-
our way up.
Yeah.
Let's be
Start
honest.
from the bottom.
we were supposed to stay with a guy that puts together house shows that we stayed with before. His girlfriend that night got really drunk on moonshine. And so he called me after we loaded out. It was about 2 o'clock in the morning. He's like, dude, my girlfriend's freaking out on me. You can't stay here. Like, you could stay at my drummer's place. So just like meet me at this address. And like, I'm really sorry. Like, she's going crazy. Like, I don't want to bring you into this situation. So we leave Gus's. We're like, all right, like, we'll drive to the drummer's house and we'll see what's up. We pull up there. We're waiting. Never been to this house before. We're in Coeur d'Alene at like 2 o'clock in the morning. There's nobody around. Yeah. And dude pulls up down the alleyway and he's like, rolls down the window, says, you guys can't stay here. My drummer's got some guns in there and he made me promise to take them with me, and I'm not willing to do that because I'm against guns. And shit like that. And so we're like, okay,
Wow.
where are we gonna stay?
Best tour story.
We got I guess pertinent to this tour, we got double booked at a venue in Ogden, Utah, and ended up at this bar that we wouldn't think that we would necessarily end up at. And we
This was the last night of the tour.
last night of the tour, right? And we played a Blonde Redhead cover. And
Well, let me add that when we finished our set, we played it was a great show on the rooftop of a bar. Beautiful, beautiful venue, great place to play. You know, your music is just, late summer night, it's warm, there's a lot of people upstairs, people are vibing, the sun is setting, and the music is just kind of like spreading over this city, and it seems kind of like this place is kind of like the center of downtown. You know, lots of people are walking the streets. And we finished our set, which included a Blonde Redhead cover, and a guy came up to us and he said, you know, I'll pay you, I can't remember what he said, it was something like, you know, I'll pay you $100 to play a couple more songs. And we were like, whatever, random guy, we're not gonna do that. Turns out that this guy is the owner of this bar. So continue.
Whatever, but we still did that.
yeah, we're like, whatever, yeah.
And he's like, no, seriously, I'll pay you. And we're like, all right, we'll play a couple more songs. So continue.
Okay. Well, I mean, you took the wind out of my sails, but like, so the whole point of the story, Scott, was that we played this Blonde Redhead song, and this guy went on to book the Ogden Twilight Concert Series, which Built to Spill played at last night.
I love that series.
Low Fang. And then we're playing next Thursday with Blonde Redhead and Owen Pallett. And that all happened based on us being on tour, getting double booked, finding another show, happening to play a Blonde Redhead song.
The owner happening to be there.
The owner happening to be there, happening to like us. I think the Blonde Redhead cover aside, I think that he would take it that band is an influence to our sound.
Totally, yeah.
It's also a testament to just touring, you know, and grinding, just playing, and you never know when you're going to be in front of the right person who's going to give you the right opportunity. Yeah, it seemed like an unlikely chance for that to happen, but we're very thankful, and we've made friends with that guy who's offered us that gig, and he's been very friendly to us the whole time.
And we've gone back to Ogden a couple times since then to play. You know, it's really good to have.
Yeah, that Twilight concert series they have is phenomenal.
Yeah.
$5 admission.
Yeah, I used to go when it was free still. Yeah, so like, you know, Modest Mouse at a free concert downtown was crazy. It was like, we were in the back, and you're like swaying crazily during like Dramamine or some song. You know what I mean? It's like, this is a slow song. You know, it's like, why am I fighting this crowd on the slowest song this band has? They're outrageous. Yeah, you guys should have a great time at that.
And I don't want this to go without saying, because I don't know if anybody has said this yet, but Boise was like the best discovery for us when we started touring, and we've been to Boise more than any other place. And every time we come to Boise, we look forward to it more than any other place. And I feel like each time we come here, we meet more and more people and more bands, and like, I would gladly spend much more time in this city.
Right.
I just feel super welcome and comfortable, and like the people are awesome.
Good music.
Good music.
Great music, yeah. Treefort has been so fun the past couple of
Treefort's
years.
It's like the best free ticket you can get, like by
Your
playing
basement
Treefort.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's just been so
The basement
fun.
show was great.
Yeah.
You guys did two in my basement,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah,
your
they were
basement, yeah.
awesome.
Yeah. It's been a good time. So you guys gonna have sound check here in a little bit? Yeah. So yeah. Me too, yeah. Get to play with you guys again.
Yeah.
Yet again.
Nice.
So it should be a good night.
All's fine and well in the city of trees.
Oh yeah. We're playing that tonight. Anyways, guys, thank you for coming. Thanks to Bitter Creek Ale House. We'll see you guys later tonight. We'll be there filming. And yeah. See you guys then. Thanks,
for
Dustin,
having
for
us.
helping me
You guys
host
are
this.
awesome.
Totally.
Most right, Cameron. Thank you
Yeah.
for doing this. This
Oh,
is
yeah.
super cool.
Thanks, guys. It was awesome. Signing out.